Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have to share with you my entire eyeshadow palette collection, and possible we are going to have a part 2 where I'm going to show you what I have in my smaller palettes drawer and my face palette, some of the face palettes that I'm not going to show you. The reason that I'm doing this declutter is, first, I'm searching the perfect palette for my 3 days vacation, where I only want to bring with me one palette to serve for all purpose for this face. And second, I have some palettes that I want to pass them along before they are going to actually be expired. So I'm going to send them as presents to my friends where I'm going to visit in the next few days. So if you are interested to learn about my eyeshadow palettes collection, just a small disclaimer, my collection is big for me, but it's not that big like I have seen that other YouTubers have. I don't have any problem with this. I was proud until at some point that I don't have such a big eyeshadow palette collection, but things started to go crazy, so I need to step back and do something. So as you can tell, I have palettes placed here, there. I have some of them on the big drawer. This was the main compartment for the palettes. I have also palettes exposed on some shelves outside on my Alex drawer or on my shelves, and also I have made a place to keep them underneath my table for more easy to reach. Those are palettes that I reach them more often. But yeah, I have palettes everywhere. I was not joking that in my room I'm swimming in eyeshadow palettes. I don't want to make the intro too long. Now I'm going to flip the camera and let's get to business. Okay, starting with my ABH palettes. I have, how many? 5 of them. I have the Eyana palette, which I really love. I bought it almost 2 years for holiday. Actually, my friend Leah McDonald inspired me to purchase this palette, and I actually really love it. I use it mostly during winter or during holiday time, but I actually really love this palette, so she stays. Actually, none of my ABH palettes will go. This is my Soft Glam palette. This is also one of my go-to, probably it's one of my top 10 or top 5 eyeshadow palettes if I were to do that. Maybe I will do in upcoming video a top 10 or a top 5 eyeshadow palettes, so let me know if you are interested on that. Then I have my Riviera palette, which I love it when it first came out, but I don't know, I was never feeling so inspired to use it. I have the Norvina, the original Norvina palette, which is quite okay. It's well loved, I could say. Not that much like it was the Soft Glam. She's the most used and loved ABH palette, the Modern Renaissance, and she's also my first ABH palette, so she's not going to go. And I actually have a new one that I got from Ipsy in one of the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, so I think I'm going to sell this one. The last acquisition from ABH, from Norvina collection, is the Norvina Volume 3. Absolutely love this palette. I actually need to force myself to stop using it because I love it so much. I feel so much inspired to create many colorful combinations with it. The next brand that I have more eyeshadow palettes from, it's the Urban Decay. This is the first eyeshadow palette that I got from Urban Decay back in time when they were really popular and they were among the few that had palettes. So I have these. I even don't know what's the name. Shattered Face Case. Okay, so it was coming with those 5 shadows a saturated lip gloss, which was a nice color. Here there was a travel size of their Zero pencil, cold pencil, and down it was coming with 2 blushes and a highlighter. This blush, you guys, I don't have something like this in my collection. For this blush I was keeping this palette because otherwise, let's face it, this palette is quite boring for me. But I was keeping this palette for this blush because I think it's the most perfect, natural, healthy looking color on my cheeks. So if I will find something to replace this blush, I will probably toss it because this is one of my oldest eyeshadow palettes. Then the second in age is the Naked Free. I remember how much I was struggling to get my hands on my first naked eyeshadow palette because back in time we couldn't get Urban Decay here in Czech Republic. So I bought it from either Look Fantastic or Beauty Bay after it was several months out of stock. I have the Naked Smoky, which I don't know, I bought it in some impulse to say like this, but I was never getting along with this very dark color combination. Naked Reloaded, which is one of my favorite palettes from Urban Decay. Naked 2, which I bought it relatively recent. I think I have it from 2 years. Then I have the Born to Run, which I used to love, but from some reasons I'm not reaching so much for it. And the On the Run Detour. I have a review for this and also for Born to Run. Just found more Urban Decay palettes. This is the Ultimate Basics. Were among my first palettes, as well as this face palette. This is Naked Flushed. And look how much I use it. This, I have it in a project pan and I thought I'm going to declutter it. Strangely enough, I didn't, but I think she has to go to the trash. A Seattle London eyeshadow palette, the Editor Palette, New England. She stays. I didn't have time to play enough with it. This is by Zoeva. I don't like Zoeva shadow formula. I think they are hit and miss. I think she will leave my collection. This is by Cargo, Vintage Escape eyeshadow palette. I really love it and it was well loved, even though it's not really visible. I use it back in time. One Makeup Revolution palette that I really love. She stays. This I received it from my friend Elena, this one also, the Seattle London. Another Makeup Revolution palette, really good quality. This is the Iconic Reloaded. I think this is the best formula that I've encountered from Makeup Revolution. 2 of my oldest palettes, I remember they were also very hyped back in the days. This is the Stila in the Know, which was completely matte. I have used the crap out of this palette. It was also coming with a pencil. I really love this transition shade. I almost hit pan, but I have used quite a lot of those shadows. Not sure if I'm going to keep it because it's quite old. And the second one that I have, and is not that much loved as that one, this is In the Garden. This is the liner. It's like a grayish taupey shade. This has glitter to it. I never liked the liner, but the palette, it's also used. I mostly reach for this beautiful blue and for some of those shades from this area. My only Juvia's Place palette is the Mini Masquerade. You see some of the palettes I still have the protection shield. I found some of the shades to be hit and miss. Most of them are okay, but some of them are not performing well. I do recall myself doing a look and couldn't get the payout. I think maybe this purple, I might be wrong. This palette, it's relatively new in my collection, The Queen by Eloise. I only use it a couple of times. Then first let's admire the beautiful packaging. This is by The Balm. I only use it once. The Balm and the beautiful eyeshadow palette. And this is Balm Voyage, the palette that actually made me discover Emily Noel, because I remember back in time she was doing a lot of palette review from The Balm. She was also well loved. And here you had 3 lip and cheek options, which I didn't much used. I only have 2 ColourPop palettes. I have It's My Pleasure and my favorite from them, the Dream Street, in collaboration with Catherine Lights. Love this palette so much. This is my biggest eyeshadow palette by Morphe 3511. I think this might be the number. I got it 2 years ago from Cohorted, but I want to say that I'm not very impressed with the quality of the shades. The mattes are so and so, but the shimmers are not good. So probably I'm going to part ways with it. Also, it's too big to keep it in my drawers or on my reach. So from this reason, I keep it somewhere where I cannot be bothered to pull it too often. So I think she might leave. Just Peachy by Too Faced. You have everything for a full face of makeup, like transition shade. I don't have a actually shimmery shade, but I don't need. I can live without. Another Too Faced palette that I received from my friend Leia. This is Razzle Dazzle Berry eyeshadow palette. I played with this palette, but not so much on camera. Really beautiful shades. This is a regret purchasing, and I do remember I have a review for this palette, or 2 looks, something like this, but I do not like it. I don't like the color combination. This is by Fenty Beauty, the Moroccan Spice palette. Again, I do not feel inspired to do too much with it, so I'm keeping it. I'm not going to declutter because it's Fenty Beauty. It was pricey, but I don't know. Maybe my daughter will play with it later. I have 2 Kat Von D palettes from the old formula. You see, some of them have dust because they were sitting outside. So this is the Shades and Lights eyeshadow palette. Absolutely, absolutely loved the palette. The quality of the shades, I think it's outstanding. This might be a good palette for traveling. Maybe I will take this one. This might work as a blush. I have contour, I have highlight. I might take this with me. The other palette that I have from Kat Von D is the Chrysalis eyeshadow palette. Actually, I wanted to sell this palette at some point. I regret purchasing because I wanted to buy the Shade and Lights. It was sold out and I ended up purchasing this one, and I did not like the color story. I don't feel inspired. I will never feel inspired to do too much with it. My only Nabla palette, Secret palette by Nabla. Love the packaging. Love the C-Knot Hip Dot palette. Absolutely love this palette. As well as the Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette. Love the quality of the shades. I think they are fantastic, outstanding. I did several looks with this palette. One of my favorite from the drugstore, even though BH Cosmetics is not exactly considered as drugstore, is the BH Cosmetics Festival palette. Love this palette so much. I have a palette that I never used. This is the Barbarella eyeshadow palette by BB Beauty. Got it in Boxy Luxe. Never touch it, never use it. I think I'm going to sell it. I tend to not keep too many big palettes because of the storage space situation. 2 more piles on this table. I have the C Color Cosmetics Golden palette that is supposed to be a dupe for the Natasha Denona Golden, I think, if I'm not wrong. Love this palette. I got it from my friend Leia. As well as the Fever Ship, also by C Color Cosmetics, which is a dupe for the ABH Sultry palette, and the Unisex also by C Color Cosmetics, which is a dupe for a Jeffree Star palette. I love the texture of those shadows. I need to play more often with it, but you see I have so many that I forget about palettes, so yeah. Few Too Faced palettes. I don't have so many Too Faced palettes. I have the Sweet Peach, which is well loved, and the Chocolate Bar. She's really loved, and she's the palette that I used to do my makeup for the wedding, so yeah, I will never part ways with it, even though it's bulky and it takes place to be stored. I only have two Violet Voss eyeshadow palettes. This is the Olive You Forever. I'm keeping the plastics in case that I decide to travel with some of those palettes. My Natasha Denona Midi Palettes collection, the Love palette, the Sunrise, which is my first Natasha Denona palette. I have recently done a rating of those Midi palettes. Now she has 6, so I'm thinking to grab the other one just because I want to have all the collection. The Zendo, the Glam, and the Bronze. I will never, never, ever part ways with my Natasha Denona palettes.